Hey guys, welcome back to Undie Meta. Hey, so if you're an older guy and you're watching this video thinking, man, I'd really like to see my abs again, or maybe, let's be honest, you may be thinking, I'd really just like to see my abs for once in my life, then stick around because we're going to talk about that in this video. First thing though, let's talk about that thumbnail in the beginning of the video. So yeah, that's me. I'm in my mid-50s, and I took that picture. It wasn't early in the morning. I wasn't dehydrated. There was no special light. I didn't do any Photoshop or anything. It's just literally lift the shirt, snap, just because I wanted to give a realistic picture of how I kind of go around from day to day. And for me, that's sustainable. And it might not be for everybody. So I'll just put that out there up front. And you might be asking, so what is my body fat percentage in that picture? So I've got access to a bioimpedance scanner where we can do body composition analysis, and they're pretty accurate. And I go anywhere from about 11.5 to 13%. So I'm probably somewhere in that 12.5% range in that photo, which may surprise you. Some people might think that it would be lower. I don't know, you may think it's higher, but I think we assume that if you can see your abs, you must be like sub 10% body fat, and that's not true at all. In fact, if you see a guy walking around who looks, a guy our age who looks pretty reasonably fit, maybe not ripped or anything, but just, looks active and kind of active dad bod build, he could easily be 18 to 20% body fat. The truth is, most guys in our age bracket in North America and other countries that eat like we eat are probably in the high 20s, maybe even pushing 30%, which doesn't look healthy. You would know. But the fact is, most of us don't. We're carrying a lot of belly fat, a lot of visceral fat around our organs, and that's not healthy. But I would say your goal, if you're wanting to see your abs, should probably be second to your overall health. So let's talk about what it would take to see your abs. Well, the truth is, you get to around 15% body fat, and most guys will start to see some definition around their abs. So you're wondering how to get there, and maybe you're thinking, oh, do I have to train this way? Do I have to do this? Do I have to do a lot of core work? I'm just going to stop you right there and say, if you're thinking that you're going to train your way into seeing your abs, you've already missed it. In fact, I promise you, you can train your core until your abs literally catch on fire. You can train your core until they hear your screams from space, and I promise you, you're not going to see your abs. Because it's not about how you train, it's about how you eat. So literally, diet is first. It's far more important than your training. Training is a piece of it, but it's the smaller piece. It's very, very much more about how you eat. And so that's where I kind of have an advantage. As a type 1 diabetic, the way I eat is primarily to manage my blood sugar and my insulin requirements. And I do that by eating really low carb. And so it turns out that the side benefit of having a broken pancreas is that when I eat like that, I run really lean. It's not genetics, it's mostly just diet. That means I don't eat sugar. I don't drink fruit juices. I don't drink sodas. I don't do a lot of alcohol. Sorry, that's reality. Fact is, when you take alcohol into your body treats it like a poison or a toxin, and your liver says, deal with that first, and then any other calories you take in, it just puts aside in stores. So there really is something to the beer belly thing. I don't do bread. I don't do pastries. I don't do a lot of starchy stuff. I don't do potatoes. I don't do rice. I don't do beans. You may be listening to this and going, well, that's it, I'm out. I get it. No judgment. It's not sustainable for everybody. But again, I'm doing it primarily to manage a chronic disease first, and the secondary benefit is the aesthetic. If you want to see the benefits of eating the way I eat, it's a sacrifice. You may be thinking, well, I can just go low fat, or the old school, eat low fat foods and make those kind of healthy choices that you see in the grocery store. I'm going to tell you right now, low fat is not necessarily the way to go. Healthy fats, yes, but low fat in itself as a diet strategy, they need to just bury it. I mean, it's so 80s, 90s, it's old school thinking. having said that, I'm not telling you to put bacon grease in your smoothie because that would be gross and dumb. But you do need healthy fats in your diet. Every hormone your body makes requires fats and proteins, and your sex hormones particularly, they require cholesterol. We vilify these things when we talk about them, but the fact is you need them, or else your metabolism is not going to work the way it needs to. It's already hard enough as we're getting older because your testosterone is starting to decline year by year anyway. You go low fat, you're just going to exacerbate that. So if you've got specific questions about how I eat, feel free to ask me in the comments. Again, the overall strategy for me is very low carb. It's not ketosis. I'm not trying to eat a keto diet. I'm probably in and out. But there are just certain things I avoid and other things that I favor that help me just naturally stay in this lower zone. I do train, but I don't train as hard as you might think. But it's really more about how you eat. So if you want to get to a place where you're lowering your body fat, starting to see those abs, you're going to have to address the diet first. So let me know what you think. Hit me up with comments. Take care.